Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas. It's currently December 18th. I'm all dressed. Please ignore the mess right there. I'm about to head to a coffee shop. I'll show you what I'm wearing. I have this full jumpsuit on. It's very flowy. Kind of looks like a maxi dress, but then boom! They're pants. This is from Natural Life, and then I just have like a white bralette under. The tags out. The bralette is like a part of another shirt set that's supposed to like be the shirt and then the bralette, but I think it's from Lioness. White cowgirl boots, Princess Polly, and this bag with all my supplies in it that I need to work on the vlog that I should be posting today. I hope I post it today. But I've just been feeling really down, unmotivated, hard to get out of bed. Sorry, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer here, but it's just what I've been thinking. Gotta be real during Vlogmas. So I'm gonna try and work on that today. I also brought like my journal and planner to try and like write things down, maybe write some goals for the new year. Just try and get our spirits up, you know? I feel like especially with the year coming to an end right now, thinking about like starting a new year and a new chapter, I find myself spiraling about all the things I've like lost in this year, in 2024, all the things that went not to plan this year, and then it makes me nervous to plan for another year when things can just go awry again, but you gotta keep pushing. You got to. That's something I struggle with that I really need to remind myself, is that like you can spiral all you want and it's not gonna change anything. You need to keep pushing. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the coffee shop right now, maybe try and like writing down goals and plans and try and like channel my thoughts. I want to write down like everything I've kind of learned this year and maybe put that into some kind of video. So maybe that'll be this, what I write down now, and then I tell you about it tomorrow or something. Or maybe I'll just edit my video. We don't know, but first we have to get out of this dang room and go out into the real world, because I know that that will instantly make me feel better. So let's go get a coffee, let's go see the sunshine, and think about what we do have, not what we don't.
The next few months. In fact, I know what I'm
I'm about to head to work now. I just left the coffee shop. I was gonna go to like the beach or something and maybe try and journal and write out some of my plans, but I was with Ashlyn at the coffee shop, by the way, and we ended up going inside to get closer to a charger, and we sat next to this guy with a dog, and the dog was pretty much just like the sweetest dog ever, and she was like coming up to us and like letting us pet her and everything, and it was so cute. And then we got to talking to this guy like about how we want dogs and all this kind of stuff, but we're like not in the position to get them yet. And then he goes on to tell us about how she's like a rescue and all this stuff, and he now volunteers at a shelter here, which I don't know if you even remember me saying this like a couple vlogs ago if you're an avid watcher, but I was like, I want to start volunteering at an animal shelter because I want a dog so bad, but I need to like figure out ways to make that happen first before I can commit to one. And I wanted in the meantime to like work at a shelter or something that could help the dogs and get that like hole in my life filled. And so he told us the name of the shelter he volunteers at and that they're always looking for volunteers and stuff. So me and Ashlyn are gonna look into volunteering at the animal shelter, all just because we were talking to this guy. And then also, as part of that volunteering, he helped out with the puppy yoga that is literally right next to my house. We've literally had our eyes on that for so long, we just haven't ever gotten a chance to do it because it's only like twice a month. And he showed us the videos of the puppy yoga and it was so cute. The puppies are just crawling all over you. And like another thing that kind of made me not want to go to the puppy yoga yet is because I know that I'm gonna like really like one of the dogs and want to take them home because they're all adoptable. So I've been like slightly avoiding it, but I think that just convinced me to like go volunteer at the shelter. It was so funny though, because the guy literally goes, yeah, like it helps to like have like a roommate or like a significant other that can help you with it. I'm like, that was the plan, buddy. But not everyone has one of those anymore, okay? Oh, I'm just kidding. At the beginning of this vlog, I was like literally talking about how down I was feeling and how just like stuck I was, and I was like spiraling on things that have gone wrong this year. Stuff like that, like literally just getting outside, talking to strangers, seeing that there's more out there to this world than just your own problems and your own anxieties is seriously so important. So I think that's gonna be part of my goals too. But I'm gonna go to work now because they're like giving out gift cards to employees I really want to get mine because I think today might be the last day, so I'm gonna try and get to work a little early because I also have to change out of this fit. I'm gonna head to work now, and I'm just feeling so much better getting out into the real world. If you ever feel stuck, literally just leave your house. I promise you'll feel better. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, December 19th. It's like 10:23 a.m., which is a problem because I have a doctor's appointment at 10:30. There's nothing wrong that I know of. Fuck. There's nothing wrong with me, I hope. But I'm just trying to be a responsible adult here. Since I moved to San Diego, I don't have a doctor down here. Or a dentist, but that's a later issue. But my like primary care doctor is in the town that my parents live in, which is like 4 hours away. And it's not even my hometown, so like basically my whole like doctor situation is all just like all over the place. So me trying to be a responsible adult, I basically just like went online. This is so boring, nobody cares, but I went and got like a new primary care doctor online. And so I'm going to go meet her today. And I also just like, the reason for my appointment is just that I want her to like kind of check like this department because it's just better to be safe than sorry. Sometimes I get a little pain. My grandma had breast cancer, so, you know. I also have a weird lump on the back of my head. I just want to be safe here. And I sound like I'm being chill about it, but I'm kind of a hypochondriac and constantly think I'm dying. Even if there's nothing, like I have no symptoms, I'm just like lump on my head. It's over for me. So I'm just gonna go have an appointment with my new doctor. I fear though that they're gonna have me take get my flu and COVID shot, which I need to get anyways, but I did write down a bunch of like New Year's stuff. I brought my journals in case we have time afterward. I don't know if other people relate to this, but I fucking love parking garages. Why does it excite me to go into a place that has a parking garage? In college when I had class, I had like an 8 a.m. that was in a parking garage. I would literally get excited to go to my 8 a.m. class to park in the parking garage. Well, that was like a 2-second visit for her to just be like, there's nothing wrong with you, just drink less caffeine, please. But I think what I'm gonna do now, I was gonna go to the beach, but it sounds a little like cold and hectic. I think instead I'm gonna go to a cute park that I've been to in other vlogs and journal and write New Year's plans and goals and resolutions and things, and we can chat about it. Here's my doctor's visit fit. Uggs, white linen pants, and this sweater from Princess Polly. The nurse that took my like information in the beginning, she was like, I have that sweater. I was like, Princess Polly. Okay, sorry for the lighting, but I decided to come to the park I usually go to. I have my journals, my planner and my journal. I'm gonna go sit and I'm gonna go write my New Year's thoughts and dreams and hopes and plans. Let's go write some stuff down and talk about it. And there's also a lot of people around me, so I might go like in my car or back home to talk to you about it. But I've just been writing down all my ins and outs, which I didn't think I was gonna do, but once I started, I was like, this is actually good. Like, I'll feel like I want to follow them. So I wrote down a bunch of ins and outs. I wrote down all my New Year's resolutions. And then I also had this page of just like reflecting on the year, because there's a lot to say about this year. I'll explain those to you in a wee bit. I also brought my planner. I don't really know what to plan right now. I guess I could plan out tomorrow because I'm not working. But I don't really know what I'm gonna do. It's a Friday. I wish I had plans, but I don't. Everyone's gone for Christmas. To be honest, I get pretty lonely during the holidays. Not because I don't love my family or my friends, but because I've been working in hospitality slash like restaurant hospitality for like 3-4 years now. And so I'm always working during the holidays. I'm gonna go home and see my parents for Christmas, but I just don't know which day yet I can actually go. And whenever it is, I'm literally only gonna be able to be home for like a day when like my friends who work remote or have normal jobs get to go home for like a whole week. So I'm like used to it. Like I work lots of holidays and weekends and I'm just used to being like kind of alone. But it kind of sucks because it's not like my like main career path of choice. Like it's not like I'm like doing it and I'm so passionate about it. I'm like, I'll sacrifice these times of my life because I love it. Like it's not really like what I want to do with the rest of my life. So it just gets me a little bit down during these times when I have to spend it by myself. I might pick up something from like the grocery store or something on the way home, and then I'll probably chat with you at home about what I wrote down.
Yes. Because, yeah, I mean, you do with that what you will.
Nope. Somebody's trying to get on the windowsill, and it is not happening right now. Yeah, sit right there. Okay, I'm back home now, obvi, and I ate, and I just kind of wanted to go over just to like have this as future memory too for next year to see how it went. I wanted to go over like my ins and outs and everything and my resolutions, I guess. I also made myself another cup of coffee, but the whole like reflecting on the year and how it was just like a crazy unpredictable year, how we're gonna make next year better. I might go into detail about like all that stuff at a different time because there's just so much, but right now I just want to talk about like my little improvements for next year. So I have a bunch of like physically achievable goals that are like numbers and stuff that I don't think I'm gonna like say out loud because it's about money and followers and things. Basically just trying to like grow my social media and a career outside of the career I'm currently in, I guess you could say, and just like saving up a bunch of money. That is all part of my New Year's resolutions. But aside from that, I want longer hair. It's grown a lot since last year. It's harder for me to grow my hair now because I've been dyeing it since I was like literally in middle school in like 8th grade or something. So this is the first time in literal years that I haven't touched it for over a year, and it's growing in dark. Normally I would hate that, but right now I'm kind of enjoying it. So I'm just riding the wave, keeping it going longer, trying to take biotin. By next year I want it to be like, hopefully, something like that. I don't know. That's just like a silly random goal that I feel like is pretty achievable, so I wanted to write it so I could be proud of something next year. Okay, the main one is that by my birthday next year, so if you're new, my birthday was like 2 weeks ago, so exactly a year from now, I want to be able to get a dog. But that means that there'll have to be like career changes, or at least hour changes, like working from home or not or whatever, so I can like be home to care for a dog, because I would be a single mother, so I need to figure out how to make the time for it myself. I'm literally putting it onto video because I talk about it in every single video. I actually think I mention it every single video, how much I want a dog. So I'm at least speaking it out into the world so I can try and achieve that goal, because it's hard. It would require me to move to a different building. I would have to have changes in my hours at work, or like find different work. There's just so many factors. I want to post a video on YouTube every single week of the year, at least one a week. YouTube is the thing that I really enjoy. I've had the phases on TikTok where I'm just like scrolling and scrolling, and I've been obsessed with TikTok and liked people on there, but like I always come back to YouTube and end up hating TikTok at a certain point. And it's getting banned right now anyways. I'm sure they're gonna make a new app just like it. But if that little ban kind of pushes people back into long form for a minute, I wouldn't be upset with that, because that's what I like the best. So I really want to continue my YouTube journey. 5 cheat weeks max. Because you know, life happens, it's hard, but I'm only gonna let myself skip 5 weeks out of the year. That's the goal. Prepare to be sick of me every single week. When I go out, 3 drink minimum, 3 shot minimum, Not in the same time. Different times. If I'm taking shots, it's only 3. If I'm drinking, it's only 3, and that's maximum. Did I just say minimum? I think I meant to say maximum. Did I say minimum? I meant maximum. I'm not trying to like excessively drink this year because, to be honest, drinking is a huge part of my social life. I went to a drinking college. I'm in a town where lots of people drink. Like, it's just a part of my life, and I'm just tired of being hungover, not being able to do anything the next day, being like having anxiety. Like, it's just not worth it most of the time. It's fun to go out and drink. Like, I don't feel like I have like a problem where I need to like cut it out. I just feel like when I do drink, there is no reason to go over 3. It'll be more fun that way, you know? Then I have a bunch of like emotional, like self-care ones. No spiraling. I am a spiraler and it's hard to break that habit. It just happens, but I'm just gonna try to like zoom out, think of the bigger picture whenever I'm spiraling about something. To go along with that, cut out the things that make you spiral. If I'm like stressed about something, don't do that thing anymore. Like, if it's negatively impacting my life, just stop doing it. Stopping things that don't make me happy or improve me. Like, if it's not benefiting me at all, why would I continue it? There's like a bunch of different ones that all kind of tie into what I just said, just in different forms. So those are my like emotional resolutions and my physical ones. So then, aside from resolutions, there's like ins and outs, which are specific things, just like things I want to continue or start, and then things I want to cut out. Let's start with the positive. Oh no, let's start with the negative. Let's start with the negative. Outs. Spiraling. We just said that. Giving your number to guys you're not interested in. I think that's the thing about like having a hard time being mean and saying no to somebody. And also like in the moment I like don't care, and then they actually text me and I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't have done that because now I'm not gonna respond, then I'm gonna feel worse. I'm gonna feel more mean. I'm gonna stop giving my number out like it's a free sample and only give it to guys I'm interested in. Sorry, that sounds so just like, I'm not trying to be like, so many guys are asking for my number. Like, I just mean like that, maybe it ties into a bigger picture of like being able to say no to things. Outs. Isolating myself for no reason. A lot of the times I'll just like not reach out to people, not hang out with anyone, like literally just be by myself when I don't need to. Like I could just go ask my friend to meet me at a coffee shop instead of going alone. And that's different from like being independent. It's like I like consciously do it. Like I'll like be like, oh, this would be a great opportunity to like ask my friend to hang out, and then I'll be like, I'll just go alone. Like stuff like that. Outs. Relying on others for self-esteem. I do feel like I'm a pretty confident and independent person, but there's always room for improvement, especially having been in a relationship for 2 years and now being single. Like I feel like I rely on other people for my own ego and self-esteem, and I need to not do that. It needs to exude from yourself. Confidence that comes from within is the best kind, and that's what will attract. Procrastinating. Sure, everyone has that on there, but I'm like really bad about it. This one's random, but missing opportunities to make money. I make commission at work, and sometimes I'll just be too lazy to even like try and pitch something, and like you could have just made more money. Like, stop missing the opportunities to benefit yourself for no reason just because you're like, I don't know, because you're lazy or something. Same with things that have to do with social media. This goes with the procrastination too. I'll like leave an email unanswered even after I read it for like days on days. Like, just answer the email. You could make some money. Outs. Trash in the car. I'm really bad about just throwing the trash on the thing. Every time I get gas, I throw it away, but like recently I've been really bad about leaving like wrappers and food, not actual food, like food wrappers in the car. I had a couple other random ones, but a lot of them are just like saying the same thing in different wordings. But the last one is waiting for things to happen to you. You gotta go get it. You gotta go out and get what you want to get done. If you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. So I'm gonna stop waiting for things to come along to me, opportunities to come to me. I need to go grab life by the and do it myself. Now let's end this off because I'm starting to get late for work, which should also probably be on outs. Not that I'm actually never late for work, but I'm always in a rush to get out the door to get to work. So no more rushing. That's another out. But this will be the last part of this vlog because I'll start my next one tomorrow when I'm off work. So let's end it off on a good note with the ins. Number 1 in, girl bossing. I can't explain what that exactly means, just literally just being a girl boss, and career-wise, emotion-wise, the way I hold myself-wise, girl bossing. I felt like that word just encompassed what I meant. Making myself proud, vlogging, duh. Planning my days beforehand and not sooner. I like to be spontaneous, but I also like to have like a loose plan. Having things planned out the day before, I feel like is good for me, and then also not planning it way too far ahead of time. Like when it's like a trip or something, that's like, that makes sense. But other like life events and things, don't plan them way ahead of time, because by the time it comes around, everything could be different and you could be disappointed. This one's kind of vague. I don't know if it makes that much sense, but basically just like not planning things too seriously to the point where you get like disappointed if it doesn't turn out the way it's supposed to be in the long run. So just planning things kind of as they go, but still being organized with your plans. Daily workouts or walks. I'm pretty good about that, but obviously you just want to keep it up. Reaching out to people more, because I'm a really bad texter and emailer and caller and FaceTimer. So all of those things together I need to be better at. Making breakfast and lunch at home instead of just waiting until later on in the day to find food. Writing and reading, classic. Speaking highly of others behind their backs. Exploration and travel, of course. Nothing like crazy, but just like I need to see a bit of the world before I get tied down by my dog. I'm just kidding. And volunteering at the animal shelter. I would like to do that before I am able to get my dog, because of the guy that I just told you about yesterday that I met at the coffee shop. Me and Ashlyn were talking to about working at the animal shelter and stuff. I think that'd be a nice way to spend my mornings. Just like do something that is really fulfilling me, because that's what I want to do this whole year. What I want to do is fill my own cup. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. I'll talk more about like reflecting on 2024 and like how next year will hopefully be better in terms of like life events, but these are just like little self-improvement things I wanted to talk about, kind of have as a reflection to look at next year. And I encourage you to write down your ins and outs and your goals and your resolutions, because honestly I'm not someone who usually writes down New Year's resolutions. Like I don't have any to refer to from last year because I just like usually don't do that kind of stuff. I don't know why. I think I'm one of those people that's like, why does it have to be on the new year? You could always be improving yourself. Like, yes, but also you love a good opportunity to fix things that need to be fixed, and if everyone's trying to improve at the same time, it's nice to just hop on the bandwagon and try and do the same. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I'll be back with another vlogmas in a couple days. Sorry, the schedule has been kind of getting off track of like the original days I said, but I'm still trying to do the same amount of vlogs per week, even if it's not on the exact days I said at first. So yeah, I'll be filming tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow, but you'll see me the next time I post this in a couple days. So happy vlogmas, and we'll see you next time. Bye!